stay calm. Prime Minister Narendra Modi taking center stage as of now. He's called a high-level meeting at 3 p.m. to discuss the situation emerging due to earthquake that measured around 7.9 on the Richter scale that jolted entire north of India as well as Nepal.
Javed Ansari, our executive editor, with us with the latest. Javed, this is Government of India coming together, already in touch with state governments. The Prime Minister has spoken to the Chief Ministers, and there is this high-level meeting to, one, assess damage control, and see how quickly relief can reach those affected.
Yes, certainly, because a lot of the states bordering Nepal on the Indian sides have been put on high alert. As Amir was telling us, all district magistrates across these states have been asked to do a quick damage assessment and report back. The Government of India front-footing this. The Prime Minister has been in touch with the Chief Ministers of the states. The Chief Ministers are monitoring the situation. As is often happens, because the epicenter has been in the remote areas, it takes time for information to reach the capital. So therefore, there is this underlying fear that perhaps...
As you see two pictures on your television screen just a short while back, the damage in parts of Nepal, and these of course are pictures of what's happening within India when this earthquake struck. 7.9 on the Richter scale at the epicenter. Very, very sad information coming in from parts of Nepal where the damage is intensive. It's extensive damage in parts of Nepal, including in capital Kathmandu. Several iconic buildings in Kathmandu are also damaged, some severely in Nepal. Several people rushed out of their homes just as this earthquake struck. There is fear. Even the aftershock, the after tremors were of 6.6 on the Richter scale. For a moment, let's dip into Kantipur and take a look at the reactions that are coming in. Here, these are reactions that are coming in from different parts of India. But two pictures on your television screen. In Lucknow, people immediately leaving high-rise buildings. And in Nepal, people coming out into the open. Let's listen into the Bihar Chief Minister, Nitish Kumar.
पुलिस वायरलेस सिस्टम के माध्यम से एक पुलिस स्टेशन के माध्यम से तमाम लोगों को, पुलिस पदाधिकारी और प्रशासनिक अधिकारियों को ये निर्देश दिया गया है कि वे अपने इलाके के आपस में ड्यूटी बांट करके एक गांव, एक कस्बे, एक मोहल्ले में पहुंच जाएं और तत्काल देखें कि क्या डैमेज हुआ और जो कुछ भी होगा, ताकि तुरंत लोगों को राहत पहुंचाई जाए जहां जो आवश्यकता होगी। तो इतना काम हम लोग कर चुके हैं। हम तुरंत लौटकर पटना जा रहे हैं, वहां आगे की कार्रवाई सब आकलन इसका करेंगे। इसी के लिए ने भी आज मीटिंग बुलाई आप लोग? हाँ, जरूर। हमने उनको कहा है कि अभी कुछ घंटे के बाद हम सब और जानकारी डिटेल देंगे। धन्यवाद सर। थैंक यू।
All right, that was Chief Minister of Bihar, Nitish Kumar, saying that he has alerted the police there in Bihar to reach out to the remotest areas there and to give a report on the assessment of the damage that has taken place in Bihar as well. He said that the Prime Minister Narendra Modi has spoken to him on the phone line a few minutes back on how the centre is ready to help the states. Prime Minister Modi taking centre stage. He has in fact got in touch with the Chief Ministers of Bihar, West Bengal and Sikkim as well. He's called a high-level meeting at around 3 in the afternoon today. The Prime Minister, the PMO has also spoken to the Indian Embassy in Bhutan in the wake of the earthquake. The embassy is in touch with top Bhutan officials as well. So there, Prime Minister Modi, he has called a high-level meeting to discuss the situation emerging due to the earthquake. Those are 4 pictures there on your television screen when the earthquake was reported at around 11:42 a.m. You can see the panic there outside in offices there. The screens were shaking, people were panicking, they were rushing out of their offices, people coming out on the streets. Panic was seen clearly on their faces. There have been also reports of cracks in a wall. There's been damage to some buildings. And on the fourth side, you can see the damage. There are reports of extensive damage that has been reported from Nepal.
Reports that are latest reports coming in from Nepal, not just in capital Kathmandu, but also in Pokhara. People have now been asked not to return to their homes, collect whatever valuables they can, and now people are assembling at schools, at community centers. What the Nepal government is doing and what provincial assemblies at this point of time, provincial administration is doing, is making arrangements for people to eat and live at a community center. If we were to talk about parts of Bihar, in Madhubani, several houses have been badly damaged, and it's a double whammy for people in these parts of Bihar because there are also incessant rains in these areas. So there's rain and then there is earthquake. People can't return to their homes. The Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar spoke to Prime Minister Narendra Modi, said we need some hours to do this damage assessment and then we will come back to you. And these are pictures from Bengal, from Siliguri in Bengal, where once again people have been forced to come out of their homes and hospitals. This appears to be a hospital, but because of tremors, people came out of the hospital. They are now in the open.
Well, Gaurav, hoping that we're not getting any reports of casualty as of now. But yes, very scared looking people over there coming out of their homes and the hospitals and high rises if they're working in their offices today. Panic is clearly seen on their faces. Let's get a ground report from Pankaj Upadhyay, who reports from the national capital.
Upadhyay has sent us this report. Let's listen in.
I have a group of friends from Sikkim. They felt the earthquake tremors as well and a bit worried about their families back home. Did you have a word with your family? How's the state there?
हाँ वहाँ पर अभी अच्छे हैं सभी डर के मारे छुप कर बैठे घर पर।
अच्छा
घर पे ये बात हुई थी कि उधर 7 पॉइंट समथिंग का रिक्टर स्केल से भूकंप आया है और वहाँ पे आदमी बहुत तरस रहे थे। पहले भी आए थे 2011 सितंबर।
व्हाट डिड योर रिलेटिव्स से कितनी देर का आया था भूकंप वहाँ पे? ट्रेमर्स कितनी देर के फील हुए?
आई थिंक इट्स अबाउट 1 मिनट। यस।
आपका बात हुआ घर पे? व्हाट डिड योर फैमिली से?
हुआ
They are safe.
ओके दे आर सेफ। ओके व्हाट डू यू हैव टू से? आपका बात हुआ घर पे?
घर में हुआ, पिताजी से बात हुआ, उन्होंने भी बोल दिया ठीक ही है, लेकिन वो क्रैक वैक नहीं हुआ, लेकिन दे फेल्ड अर्थक्वेक।
And news just coming in that the Prime Minister's office has directed that as soon as an emergency review is carried out in Nepal, India will send equipment and relief teams to Nepal. India has decided to send relief teams to Nepal to help out with whatever may be required. And Indian Air Force IL-76 is what sources are telling us is being readied for emergency disaster rescue teams and for emergency equipment to be sent to Nepal. A team of doctors is already being put on standby. Medical evacuation and medical emergency teams are also being asked to be on standby to be sent to Nepal at a short notice. This is a directive that has come from the Prime Minister's office to the Ministry of Defence and is being sent now to the Ministry of Health.